Good morning, class 6. Myself, Ranjit Kumar. I welcome you all in the e-learning program of Modern English School, Kuntinagar, Nevada. This is the first video lecture of the chapter Component of Food. So, before entering into chapter, something we should understand. First, what happens to us if we eat only one type of food? We eat different type of foods. We eat cereals, rice, chapati. We eat pulses. We eat egg, meat, milk. Different kind of substance or different type of food we eat at different time or in different areas that we have seen in the first chapter. My question is, what happens if we eat only one type of food? For example, if a person is eating only one type of food for long duration, what will happen? And what we get from these food? To answer these questions, what type of food we means, what we get from the food, and why we should eat different type of food, because our requirement is different, so we need to eat different type of food. These questions we will solve in this chapter. Means in this chapter we will see why we need to eat different type of food and what do we get from the food. Okay, so the substance that we get from the food is called component of food. What is component of food? Substance that we get from the food, chemical substance or the chemical compound that we get from the food is called component of food. As you know from the junior class only, the essential substance that we get from the food is called nutrient. And different component of food, there are 7 component of food: carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamin, minerals, water, and the fiber. These are the 7 component of the food. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to see one by one. We will see carbohydrate. As we know, carbohydrate is an energy giving food, means it is an energy giving compound of our food. Next is protein. Protein, the food item that contain protein is called bodybuilding food. So why it is called bodybuilding food? Why carbohydrate is called energy giving food? So these things or these questions we will solve in this chapter. So first is component of food. So different component of food are, what are the components of food? Carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, water, and fibers. These are the 7 component of the food. What is nutrient? Chemical substance present in food which provide energy. Chemical substance present in the food which provide energy, and materials needed by the body for growth is called nutrient. So this is the definition of nutrient. Sometimes a food item contain only one nutrient, one type of nutrient. For example, if we are talking about chapati or wheat or rice, so they are energy giving food, they gives energy to us. But if we are talking about meat is also a type of food. This meat gives minerals, vitamins, protein. So sometimes in food they may contain only one type of nutrient, or more than one type of nutrient may be present in the food. So these we will see one by one. First is carbohydrate. What is carbohydrate? You all know during photosynthesis plant make their food, and the food prepared by the plant is simple sugar, and this simple sugar is stored in different part of the plant in the form of starch. So carbohydrate is of two types. One is sugar, second is starch. So carbohydrates are the energy giving compound of food. Carbohydrate is a energy giving compound of food. Two types of carbohydrates are sugar and starch. The food prepared by the plant is sugar, and this sugar is stored in the form of starch. When we eat the starch, our body digests that starch to release sugar. So we can say starch is also a carbohydrate, sugar is also a carbohydrate. But if you break starch, you will get sugar, and if you add many sugar, then you will get starch. Next is food rich in carbohydrates are potato, bread, honey, rice, wheat, etc. These are the example of the food which is rich in carbohydrate. Rich means the food that contain large amount of or sufficient amount of carbohydrate is called rich in carbohydrate. Okay, these potato, bread, sugar, even the sugar that we have in our house, that also is rich in carbohydrate. Next is test for presence of starch. The food that we eat, it contain starch. How we test presence of starch? From junior class, you know the presence of starch in the leaf can be tested with the help of iodine solution. So what you have to take? First, take a food item. Take any food item that you want to test. For example, I have taken bread. Second, add few drops of iodine solution. observation, we will see the color will change into blue black. If the color change into blue black, for example, instead of bread you have taken some any other food item and you have added few drop of iodine solution. If color do not change into blue black, we can say it is not, starch is not present. For example, if you take sugar, table sugar that we eat, so if you add iodine in sugar, you will not see blue black, because sugar do not react with iodine to give blue black. No blue black with the sugar. But if we are talking about a starch, it will react with iodine to give blue black color. So the food item that gives blue black color is containing starch if iodine is added, and the food item that do not give blue black color with iodine, we can say the food item do not contain starch. One thing you should remember, iodine always change the color of starch into blue black. Okay, so how to prepare iodine? Preparation of iodine solution. Take a test tube and fill it half with water. एक टेस्ट ट्यूब लेना है, उसमें हाफ वाटर भर देना है. Add few drops of tincture of iodine solution. Your iodine solution is ready. This is called iodine solution. What do you mean by this tincture of iodine solution? This you will get in first aid box. फर्स्ट एड बॉक्स में जो लिक्विड होता है, जब कहीं कट जाता है या छिल जाता है तो जो लगाते हैं उसको कहते हैं टिंचर ऑफ आयोडीन. सो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, यू हैव टू टेक अ टेस्ट ट्यूब, हाफ fill it with water and add few drop of tincture of iodine solution. The solution that is obtained is called iodine solution. Okay, next is protein. The food item rich in protein is called body building food. So the food rich in protein are called body building food. Okay, protein is needed for the growth and the repair. So protein help in growth and repair of body tissue. Protein also gives us energy. Protein also provide energy. Protein protein from plant sources. This all you know what we get from where we get protein in plant. If we are talking pulses, soybean, beans, green pea, grams, peas, these are the example of the food item from which we get protein. If we are talking about animal, we are talking about milk, we are talking about egg, meat, fish. These are the source of protein that is from animal. We are talking about plant. So is pulses like soybean, green gram, peas, soybean, green gram, peas, and gram. Okay, these are the example of the food items that we get, means the protein we get from the plant source. So protein from animal source, meat, egg, milk, fish, etc. These are the source of food item from where we get protein. Next is test for the presence of protein. Test for the presence of protein in food. First, take food item in a test tube, add 5 to 10 drops of water and mix it well. Shake it well means take the food atom. For example, if we are taking the food atom, it is in solid form. So what you have to do, first make the paste of that food item. Take the food item in the test tube, add 5 to 10 drops of water and shake it well. After that, second point, add 2 to 3 drops of copper sulfate solution and then 10 to 12 drops of caustic soda. Caustic soda. Third, shake the test tube well and allow it to stand for few minutes. Observation means what we will see. If the color change to violet, we can say protein is present. So if violet color appears, if there is violet color, we can say protein is present. So this is the test for the presence of protein in the food item. Those food item that gives violet color, when we add 2 to 3 drops of copper sulfate solution and 10 to 12 drop of caustic soda solution, then we can say that food item contain protein. How we will prepare copper sulfate solution? Preparation of copper sulfate solution. Dissolve 2 grams of copper sulfate into 100 ml of water. Means 2 gram of copper sulfate, it is a crystal, and if it is dissolved in 100 ml of water, we get copper sulfate solution. Preparation of caustic soda. It is also called sodium hydroxide. Dissolve 10 grams of caustic soda in 100 ml of water. We get caustic soda solution. So this is the preparation of copper sulfate solution, and this is the preparation of caustic soda solution. Preparation of caustic soda solution. Okay, so we have seen the presence of copper, means carbohydrate in the food can be tested, means presence of starch can be tested with the help of iodine solution, and the presence of protein in the food item can be tested with the help of copper sulfate solution and caustic soda solution. Okay, so you will note it down and you will remember it. That's all for the day. Thank you.